Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, like I mentioned earlier on my post on YouTube, we're going to be doing a comparison test between the FCX24 Laser and the TRX4M Defender. Now, the TRX4M here is completely stripped out. I took out all the extra stuff that I had on top. I had a bunch of stuff on top, like scale stuff, so I took it all out. So I try to keep it as bare bones as possible to compare it to the Blazer. Now, the other changes are the wheels and tires are different on the Blazer because the Blazer stock basically, and this Defender's got like a ton of brass everywhere. Discs, um, the steering rod, the rings and the tires are also brass, so it's a really heavy rig. So it performs really well. It climbs really well too. So I tried to get the Blazer here as heavy as I could, but not as much as I would want to. So I found the heaviest set of wheels I have, which are these yellow Method wheels that I custom painted for my Camel Trophy Defender truck. And these are basically the TRX4M Method B-Locks and the Goodrich mud terrain tires that come on the Bronco. Now, um, there's a lot of weight up front. These are pretty heavy, so it will help keep the truck planted when we do the climbing test. Now, as you can see here, um, notice that? The shocks on here are oil shocks now. Why? Because the Defender comes with oil shocks already, so I wanted to make it as comparable as I could with the Defender to sort of keep it sort of the same level as the Defender is with the Blazer here. No more wobble, just like this one. So basically I just want to test them as stock as I can with as much mod as I can for this one because this is already way modified, so I'm not gonna do anything more to it. So I put a lot of weight in the front as much as I could for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, the difference here and give you a point for each one now. As far as drivetrain goes, portal axles, no portal axles, so I'll give you advantage to the Blazer for the portal axles. I like the higher clearance. I don't mind the straight axle, it's awesome, but there's very little clearance on the bottom there, so it's definitely an advantage over the TRX4M. Um, Shocks are both oil. I don't know how they perform yet until I take it outside and test them both in different situations, but as far as things go, they look pretty solid. There is drivers inside. Got two drivers in here and one driver in here. Um, there's a lot of metal down here. You got the bash guards and oil shocks. This is pretty much all stock and it's plastic. This is metal frame, plastic frame, Advantage TRX4M. So one point were tied. 1 point for the portals, 1 point for the metal frame rails, and the oil shocks that come with stock. Now lights, this comes with fog lights. The FMS comes with front headlights, no rear lights. The Defender has no lights. So I would say they're even because they're still lights, you still see with them at night. Now the lights on this are painted because they're yellow. They're not yellow, they're normally white, but I went ahead and custom painted the fog lights yellow. So I have the other two bodies. The other two bodies have light kicks. This one doesn't. It's pretty much stock. There's nothing done to this body. It's pretty much the way it came. The only thing it has are the sand ladders. That's all I added to it really. But it's pretty much a whole stock body. No lights, nothing. This one has the wiring for the lights in the front. It also has a little optional cable. If you want to buy the rear lights, you can. You can plug them in and have rear lights as well. Now, another thing I did to this was we painted the handle here because when you buy it, it's all brown. They're not colored, so we went ahead and custom painted the handles, and then we custom painted the back lift gate handle as well to make it look more legit, more like an original Chevy truck. Other than that, nothing much has been done to this guy. He's pretty much bone stock, brass up front. That's it. This one's fully loaded with brass and it's heavy. So we're gonna go ahead and compare them and run them up the board, the plank to call it. We're gonna see how well they do when they on both. So we're gonna go to different levels from a lower to a higher to a highest, and we'll see which one climbs best, either one or the other. Also, servos. I wanted to show you the servos real quick. The TRX4M, I replaced the original servo with Traxxas Metal Gear servo, so it's pretty much the same thing. Now, performance-wise, it's good. It's metal, it's got torque, but it's not the fastest servo in the world. On the FMS, I think it's also metal, as far as I know, but it's like much faster than the TRX4M. It's a little stronger too, like you push this down, see that? Even with weight on top, it turns well. The TRX4M has torque, but even with a little weight, it still struggles. The whole thing moves around, you can see. So, advantage, FMS, faster servo, Metal Gear, and it's just a lot better. Now, waterproof, I'm not sure about the FMS. I know it's waterproof. That's what I've heard and seen. I haven't ran it through water yet, so I'll find out eventually. The TRX4M has been confirmed. I've sunk this and it's fallen in rivers and gotten soaked, so nothing's ever happened to it. It's just fine. So waterproofness for now, advantage TRX4M. So we got a 2 advantage on the 3 points and 2 points. Now let's go ahead and do the climbing test. See how well it does. Okay, we're here. Here's the plank. This is the lowest I'm gonna go, and I tried them earlier, so I maxed out to a certain level where I get where they both can climb without struggling too much. So this high is the highest point. So we're gonna start here and work our way up slowly until we get to this point right here. We're gonna go start with the TRX4M first. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you can see it went up pretty easily. No struggles. Easy peasy. Piece of cake. Now here comes the Blazer. It's on low gear, FYI. It's not on high gear, so it's on the lowest gear. Also, cake, easy and fast, no problem. Alright, we're gonna go up a little higher. Alright. We're gonna try this one out now. TRX4M first. There you go. Hardly any wheel lift on this part. Blazer. Easy money, no problem. Back down we go. Alright, we'll go up a little higher. We're at about 2 inches from the higher point and then the highest. TRX4M. Alright, you saw that? A little wheel lift. Going on there. Yeah, I mean, go back, try to weigh out a little bit on it. You see the wheel going up? Yeah. That's got torque twist. Alright, Blazer. Went off coverage a little bit. Let's go back up again. There we go. Yeah. Easy peasy, no problem. And of course this has brake, and the TRX4M doesn't have any brake, so it'll just pretty much roll down when you stop it. This has a brake. So basically when you put it on low speed, it'll lock up. It'll have an instant brake back and forth, so you don't have to worry about that. The TRX4M has brake when you put the low gearing on it. Alright, we'll go up a little higher now. About an inch below the higher point. Let's see how well it does there. TRX4M. Just keep in mind, the TRX4M is on trail gear, so I have to push a little harder to get up that hill. It's not as modulated as the FMS. Here we go again, one more time. Easy money. Definitely lifting up that tire now. That left tire is going up pretty high up. So you can tell that torque twist is doing its thing. Alright, Blazer. Easy peasy, no problem. Back down we go. Like nothing. There we go. TRX4M. Yeah, it's definitely lifting that left tire up big time. You can tell. That tire is way up there. One more time. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. That torque was definitely getting hard. Alright. TRX4M pass. Blazer. Yeah. It's definitely lifting at the right tire up. It's definitely torque twisting, but not as much to TRX4M. It stays pretty. The right tire comes up a little bit, but not as much as the left tire on the TRX4M. But it's definitely some pretty decent torque twist. Not as bad as TRX4M goes, but still good. One more time. Oh yeah, good job. Alright, pass. Oops! I went a little too hard on that one. Alright, we're going to go to the highest point. This is where things get pretty sketchy for both vehicles. Okay. Alright, that's the highest point. Like I mentioned earlier, that's the highest I went. Because before I started the video, I tested it out real quick, see how far I can go with both of them. Okay, TRX4M. Here we go. Oh, went up pretty easily. Just that left tire load way up in the air. Big time. One more time. Oops. In this case, the weight helps the TRX4M because it's got a ton of brass in it. There you go. Pass. Oh, Blazer. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit more because, like I mentioned earlier, it's not as heavy as TRX4M. It's got very little mod. All it has is weight in the front. It has a brass rings on there. So I'm gonna try and modulate this guy up as best I can to get up here. There we go. And there she goes. The modulation though is amazing. Like, this game is awesome. See that? I'm barely touching that trigger and it made it all the way up. It went up a little slower than the TRX4M, but I like the modulation on this one better than I like the TRX4M because the TRX4M, it's got treal gear, so you gotta press the trigger a little harder, and sometimes it's hard to get the right speed to go up the plank over here. But in this case, I just went full low speed and I took my time, and the blazer went up just fine. I definitely like that modulation. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, awesome. Alright, one more time, blazer. Ooh. Back down. Yeah, this thing's got absolutely no mods done to it at all. It's basically just stock. And for being a stock truck with just a little bit of brass in the front, it made it up. It took its time, but it made it up. But yeah, I really like that low speed modulation. That's just awesome. Look at that. It's crazy awesome. It's amazing. It's the next level, like, awesome. Yeah. Definitely. That low speed modulation is just awesome. So you saw both of these guys go up the plank. They both made it up. Yeah, the blazer took a little bit more because obviously it doesn't have all the brass like the Defender does. But in this case, I'm going to give the point to the blazer. Why? Because it's not even modified. All it has is a couple of brass rings on the front and went up that thing. With hardly much trouble, and the TRX4M is really heavy. It went up pretty easily, but it was definitely lifting that left tire pretty high. But it made it up. But modulation wise, I'll give that point to the FMS. Much better. Alright, so yeah, that was the plank test, and they both passed. But like I mentioned, I gave the extra point to the FMS because with very little modification, like hardly any, just a couple of brass rings, it was able to climb up that plank without having any trouble. It went slow, but it went up compared to the TRX4M. With all the mods and all the weight I put in it, it was definitely lifting that tire quite a bit. So I gotta give this one to the FMS in this case. So up to this point, servos, transmission wise, speed wise, and climbing wise, 5 to 4 FMS. So next up is gonna be the rock garden. Then we're gonna do the sand. Then we're gonna do the water, and then we're gonna do the mud, and then we'll see who performs better then. Now, when I go out and do the other obstacles, I'm going to remove these to wheels and tires because I'm not going to do any climbing. It would be either crawling or just trailing. So, go back to the original stock FMS tires, and we'll be injora deep dish shrimp. So, we're going to be running these on this tomorrow because because it's Friday tonight. Tomorrow Saturday we're gonna finish the rest of the video. They're both the same kind of wheel. They're both wagon wheels. These are Goodyear Wrangler mud terrains, and these are the Cooper Discovery STT Pro, so I would say they're trail wheels. So we're going to run this guy with the Goodyears, and we're going to run this guy with the Coopers for all the tests we do tomorrow. I will have a set of large wheels. I do have 2 sets of larger wheels and tires. I'll probably use those in the mudding part because, I mean, these are pretty small. I'm going to try to be as even as possible. And when we're mudding, you don't need to climb, you just go straight. So with the mudding tires on both, I think we'll be okay. The only downside to the larger tires, not the wheels, is that the articulation is more limited on both vehicles, on this one and on the TRX4M, because larger wheels, so it's going to lock up quicker compared to these smaller ones where you can really flex them out really well. Really good flex on both of them. Mainly on this one's got a lot more flex, but they're both really flexy. Both got oil shocks now, so they're pretty much spot on next to each other comparison wise. So we'll find out how well they do in the next obstacles. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and after we do the obstacles, I'll come back and we'll talk about it. And we'll give you the final results and the points I'm going to give to each individual vehicle. See you guys later. Hey everybody, welcome. We're out here outdoors. You know, we're going to test these guys out. We're going to go ahead and do a quick drag race. Just show you which one's faster. We already know the FMS faster than the TRX4, but it'll be for fun. I'm going to run them with the low gear first to compare the speed to the trail gears on the Traxxas, and then we're going to switch gears on high gear and then go from there. And then from there we'll go over the rocks. Here, obviously the Traxxas blew away the FMS and low speed, so we're going to go ahead and switch the gear to high speed, and we're going to run it against Traxxas again. Well, you can see the FMS is a lot faster in high speed than the Traxxas, but they're pretty close. I mean, it wasn't much of a difference between either or the other. Definitely much faster on the other side, on the FMS side, but I think they're good enough to go out on a trail, runs, or walks. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to the rocks and see how they perform over there. Okay, we're up the big rock. Now we're gonna come down this little rock trail here onto the actual rock garden. See, the weight helps a lot with the Defender because it's definitely a heavy vehicle. With all the extra weight, definitely keeps it planted. Alright, we're in the rock garden. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Blazer over now. Alright, here comes the Blazer. Okay, we're in the rock garden. We're going to go ahead and crawl each one individual truck to the end of the garden here, and then we're going to bring the other one down. First comes TRX4M. You can see it does struggle up some rocks because the clearance on the TRX4M is not very high, so it does tend to get hung up at times. The skid plates help. It helps them slide over some of these rocks, but I think if they didn't have the skid plates, it's probably stuck a lot more. Also, keep in mind, I don't have crawler gears on this guy. I'm running straight up stock trails, so the modulation won't be the same. But so far so good. No side hill action over here. don't know how well the Blazer will do in this situation, but so far the TRX4M is well planted. Okay, here comes the Blazer. See how well this guy does. I did turn those shocks into oil, so it's not as bouncy as it was when I first ran it with on the first video that I posted about the running video. He's kind of struggling with the stock tires. They don't seem to grip as well as the Goodyear is on the TRX4M here. But so far so good, making it over. Okay, made it over. Here comes the side hill. I don't know what it's going to do on this one. So far it's going good. It hasn't tipped over yet. Not bad. The modulation, like I mentioned earlier, is amazing on this thing. Yo, hey guys, it's me. I'm back here. We're at another park here. There's a sandbar behind me. We're gonna run these vehicles to the sand. We're gonna run each individual vehicle one by one to the sand, see how it runs from point A to point B. No drag racing, nothing, just a straight run to the sand, basically. Just so you can see how it performs, basically. Alright, we're gonna go head out that way and we're gonna go ahead and record it. See ya. Not doing too well, I see. Let's give it a little push. Definitely struggling in the sand. Getting buried. Tires aren't really helping. Yeah, I think they're both going to epically fail on the sand. The sand's really soft. Well, say of the Vantage Blazer on this one. I think the TRX4M is a little heavy, so it wants to sink a little bit. This guy's going beautifully. There we go. Look at that. A lot too. Look at low speed. This is amazing. I'm very impressed. Sounds really hard on most RC vehicles, but this guy just went right through it like nothing. Awesome. Advantage Blazer on this one. Cool. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, another park, another test. We finally made it to the last two tests of the day, mud and water. So what I did when I got here, I went ahead and changed out the wheels and tires. So we got the treal and injora all-terrain tire combo on the TRX4M, and for the Blazer, went back to the white wagon wheels with the injora mud terrain tires. I'll post links on the description if you guys are interested in buying either one of the wheels or tires. You can buy them if you want out of my affiliates. Alright, let's get started. Alright, we're going to the little mud pit we made here. We don't know how deep it is, but we'll see how well it does. Here we go. Well, it looks like it's pretty darn good. I mean, the mud's not very deep, it's kind of shallow, but you know, it's the best we can do for the time being. Back in the water, one more time. To the mud. Yeah, those wheels perform really good in the mud. They do a pretty good job. Not quite there, but we'll get there. There's something down there. There we go. Alright, that's the TRX4M. Now let's bring the Blazer out. And into the mud we go again. Good. So far so good. The mud trains are doing pretty good. Let's hit another part of the water. Hey, another water test. This is a downstream test. We're going to drive the vehicles downstream. I'm getting hung up on the lug down here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's put this in the sink. Let's give it a little help. Oh yeah, there was a stick down there. That's why I didn't want to go. Alright, let's go. Alright. So far so good. Water seems to be doing... The TRX4M is doing amazing in water. I already know this because I've already driven this kind of water many times. There we go, got it out. Good stuff. Oh, I think that stick is messing with us. Let's get it out of the way. Yeah, it is. Alright, here we go. There we go. Look, I think I'm stuck. Hung up. There we go. Come on. We're going to try another way. Let's try this way. There we go. We're out. I think we might end up sunk in here. Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Save this guy. Those sticks, man, they're just really messing us up. Here we go. I think there's more of those sticks under the water there. I think we're stuck. Okay. I want to get out of this one. Alright, let's help him out. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Nah, it's not going anywhere. Well, you see, it looks pretty darn good in the water, regardless. We're gonna pull him out and start the blazer. Alright, blazer's next. See how this guy goes. I think he might struggle a bit more than the TRX4M. Let's see. We'll try to be more careful of this guy. Not enough weight for this guy here, so it kind of wants to float back up into the surface. I'm going to turn around, give him a little help here. There we go. Turn this way, back. This way, back. Turn. We almost got him out. Let's see. Oh, he's floating. He's floating. Those sticks, man, are killing us. Nearly. Alright, here we go. There we go. Good job. That's a man. see how it does here. Got a little stick like a mess with those guys. There we go. Okay, so the results are in. So, drivetrain and servo comparo, Blazer takes 2 points on that one and 0 on the Defender. Test 2 the plank, advantage Blazer because of very little modification. The Blazer was able to climb the plank without any problem. Test 3 rocks, advantage Defender, 3-1. Why? Because the Defender handled a lot better on the rocks than the Blazer did, because the Blazer struggled at times with the stock tires. Test 4, speed, advantage Defender. Why? Because in stock form, the Defender is faster than the FMS in the regular stock gearing. So low speed on the FMS and regular gears on the Defender. So it makes it a bit faster than the Blazer. Test 4, sand. Defender epically failed. So I'll give the advantage to the Blazer at this point because it handled the sand beautifully. So 4-2, advantage Blazer. Mud, tie, 1-1, 5-3. Test 6 water, tie, 1-1, 6-4. Overall performance, advantage Blazer. Why? Because it did a lot better job than the Defender did in most situations. Performance handling and high speed, the Defender takes the point because it doesn't tip over easily as the Blazer does at high speed when turning. Winner by 2 points, the FMS K5 Blazer, 7.7 out of 5. There you go, fellas. Those are the results. The Blazer won by a couple of points because definitely a better handling truck in certain situations. So I just want to thank you all for watching the video. Like, subscribe, and sorry it's super long, but we had to do a lot of things to bring out the video and create it for you all. So hope you all enjoy it. You'll have a great weekend. See you guys in the next video. Have a good night.